So we're going to look at indexing of strings, but most importantly, Spoonerisms. Spoonerisms are when your brain decides to just switch the first few letters in words randomly. Maybe you're tired, maybe something's going on. But instead of saying stop picking your nose, you say stop nicking your pose. Wait, picking your nose. Or you say so help me God, go help me Sod. This is the fun part. You say this is the fun part. This is the fun part. And your brain just, that's a Spoonerism. So we're going to make a program, a Python program that will, when you type a word, it'll give you the Spoonerism of it. So first we need to select the first two letters of two words. So my two words are going to be flat and battery. And I'm going to swap the first few letters of those. I'm going to keep it simple and just do the first two letters, the F and the B. Now, I need to figure out how to select those in Python. So, luckily, Python can do that really easily. The only thing is, instead of calling F the first letter and L the second, Python counts from 0, like most things in programming. Same with lists as well. So the way you do it is you count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got 5 fingers up, but you only got to 4. So you include the 0. So this F is index 0, L is index 1, A is index 2, etc. Same here. I want to select the B, I need to go index 0 for B. A is index 1, even though that's the second letter. It's a little bit confusing, but it's okay. Right, so if I want to print the first word, I go square brackets right after the name of the string. I called it first word. In square brackets, I put the index number. So if I print index 0, that will give me F. If I go index 1, that will be the second element of the string there, which is 1. So that's going to be A. And back and forth, you're going to get 2 will print your, 2 will be the A. So FLA, basically, that's what it is. Okay, then your second word, battery, same thing again. 0 will be your B, 1 will be your A, T and T, your 2 and your 3, BATT. Great. So now that I can do that, I should have no problem really getting the first two letters of bat and. No, I'm trying not to do Spoonerism. Not flattery, bat flattery, flat and battery. Yeah, I'm already doing it. So the first words, the first character of that, index 0, is going to be F and then B for battery. That's fine, and I can print in there FB. And now I just put them in reverse order. So instead of going first word, second word, I just go second word plus first word. That's not so bad. So there you go. And you go BF, BFFF. So BF instead of FB. So we're halfway there living a prayer. The next interesting thing we're going to use is this colon symbol. So this would be a tricky program if I had to go write out index 0, index 1, index 2, because what if someone types a different word in a program and I don't know how many letters there are? Okay, so so part of the way we're going to solve this is by using the colon. The colon sort of means and so on, or everything up to or everything after. That's kind of what it means. So if I have a 35-letter word and I want to print everything after the second letter, I can just go 1, which can go 0, 1, so 1 is the second letter, colon, which will go and everything after. And you're including this one. Okay, so let's try that. If I go the first word, I want to print the thing in index 1, which is no, it's not F, it's L, because it's the second one, right? Index 1 is the second one. And everything afterwards, 2. So print L and everything afterwards, LAT. Okay, that's that. What's kind of cool as well is, you can, I'll get to that in a second, but the second word, just so an example so everything makes sense in your brain. The second word, you're going to print out the first index, A, and everything afterwards, the colon, battery. So I could go 0, colon, and then it would go the thing in index 0, which is B, and that would kind of be pointless. Why would you do that? Because then you just go print second word. 0, colon would make no sense. That would be like redundant. It would be like your appendix. Vestigial. Um, what I'm going to do, oh yeah, is also tell you that we'll cover this in maybe another lesson in more detail, but it's good to know what the colon does. You could also go print up just the letters between 1 and 4, you know, up to 4. And there are other ways, like you could go like -1, like from the you could talk about from the end of the word backwards. There are other ways you can do it. I could go, if I want everything up to the 5th letter, like that, you know. So that's what the colon does basically. We're just doing a pretty simple version of it, so I won't go. I'll mention that you can do those things, but it's up to you to go mad, keep hitting the play button, the run button, and figure that out for yourself. We have everything we need now to whack together our Spoonerism. So bat flattery, what do? I take the 0th element, the first letter, of the second word. That's B. I take the first element and everything afterwards. The thing at index 1. So the first word, let me see. Index 0, L. L, and everything afterwards. L-A-T. So I've got a B plus L-A-T, so this is going to be blat. And you keep going, first word at index 0, so the first word is F as index 0, and a second word from index 1 onwards, let's see, index 0, index 1, so that and everything afterwards, addery. Okay, print the Spoonerism and you add them all together. I've put this plus quotation marks with a space in there because otherwise the words would be stuck together. And these makes this nice space here. But blat fattery. There you go. Now I know it was supposed to be bat flattery was the Spoonerism, but I just chose a terrible example. I probably should have chosen one where there was just one letter swapped around, which a lot of Spoonerisms do. So there are a lot of great Spoonerisms. You can look them up. Many were not appropriate for a school video, but you were free to look them up and laugh away. So the assignments that I'd like you to work on, this one here is, Wario from Mario Kart. This program I want you to write, it's going to turn all language into wangwage, every letter into wetter, every sentence into wentence, and every word into, it's already W. Jacko will become Wacko. So if you have China, it'll be Wina, belly welly. You get the idea. How are you going to do this though? It's not hard. You just go W in quotation marks, so you're saying it's a string, plus, because you're going to concatenate, fancy word for glue on, W plus a word except for the first letter. And you know how to do a word except for the first letter. You just take the thing, not index 0 because that's the first letter, index 1 and everything onwards. Index 1 and everything onwards is index, so it's just square bracket 1 colon. Colon is everything afterwards. Right. So here you go. It's going to be W plus wordy. I've called my word, which is bow, wordy. So this will be O, O-W. So you can just go W in quotation marks plus wordy 1. There you go. Go mad. So that's how to Warioify things. If you wouldn't mind trying this one as well, I've given you these words hard coded. So look, wordy, you can see there. Actually, I shouldn't really have variable names. I should keep them to lowercase. It's a better idea. Actually, though, oh man, that would have been an error because look, that was uppercase and that was lowercase. I should try running these things. So yeah, I want you to, in this one, try and take it as an input. So instead of hard coding the word as bow, let the user decide what the word is. So just go wordy equals input in brackets type of word, for example, bow. Cool. And then they can type 2 words, word 1, word 2. There you go. And it'll make the Spoonerism. This, I think, will be a very fun program to make. Probably the most useful and creative one you could do would be this one. I really hope you do get onto this assignment. It's worth doing. This is the not very politically correct surname origin guesser. have to make a program that types in the user types a name. Program should guess the linguistic ethnicity of that name, judging by what letters appear at the start of the name or end of the name, etc. Cool. So this is a nice like linguistics task if you're interested in language, and where names come from and how words come together. So you might notice that Scottish Irish names tend to have a Mac in them. Mac meaning son of, I think, isn't it? So MacDonald, MacAndrew. So what your program could do is it could say, well, if, using an if statement, the first two letters are M and C, it's probably Scottish Irish or MAC, same thing. So you could either do if and elif, or you could do a boolean and or. So anyway, I'll let you work that out. This is the harder task, so it should be a little bit of time spent on it. Italian names have an I at the end, so that might be something to look up. There is a way of just saying that. I hint it's something to do with -1 in square brackets. Okay, it's by starting from the end of the letter and checking that. Okay, just try printing square brackets -1 for a word and see what happens, and then putting a colon there, putting like just keep pressing play, and you'll figure it out. Right. The best way to sometimes to do these coding tasks is to just imagine that you've landed in an alien spaceship and there's no manual. Just start mashing buttons. You know, there's no punishment for running the program other than red error text. So Schneider, Wagner, and Becker are all German names. They have an EOR at the end. So if you can say elif wordy square bracket and type in the index of the last letters, find out how to do that, equals EOR for the commas, then it's probably German, right? And then I put an else at the end going, yeah, I have no idea. I looked through Italians, so you could keep going. If names start with Z or X, they're probably like Chinese or like, you know, shy, where they say shy, but they spell them with an X. Again, it's not going to be like, but it could, of course, it could be Xander, which is like a real, Xander is like a real American name. So it's not going to get it every time, but like, it would be cool if you have your program that goes, maybe it's this, you know? So that is all the assignments. So that's it, yeah. Do have fun with that.